Good morning. I would like to tell you some TMI for your morning. So as you know, or maybe you don't know and you're just learning right now, if you are, welcome to my page, etc. I've been sick, like the past few days. I've been a little under the weather. I'm fine. It's just like a cold something. Anyways, last night I went to bed and I sneezed. And then I had to run to the bathroom. Not because of pee. I had to run to the bathroom because of diarrhea. So this morning, I'll be taking some anti-diarrheal Up and Up. I don't know what brand that is. Walgreens or something. So, as an adult, we always go to the top line. I don't know why. Minty. Tastes like gross. But I don't want to poop my pants. And I have to be able to sit at my desk for a long period of time. Which I didn't have any problems over the night, so I didn't have to get up a lot to go poop and stuff like that. But just in case, it's a precautionary measure. Take some anti-diarrheal. Hopefully it's not gonna make me sleepy. And it doesn't say anything about overnight or something like that. Okay. Pretty much. Right then, I need to put some goop in my hair and then I gotta get dressed. It's amazing what showers can do. They make you feel really good about, not about anything, they just make you feel good in your body. You've been sick, take a shower. Shower doesn't fix everything, but it helps. It's helpful for sure. My go-to, Maui Moisture Curl Quench coconut oil. I gotta buy some more. I can only get it on Amazon. I've not checked all the stores, but they don't sell it in Walmart, or Target. So I get it from Amazon. I definitely need to buy some more. So this is what we call finger combing. You take your fingers and you comb through your hair. That's why it's called that, because you're combing through your hair with your fingers. I don't call it that. I do, actually, because what else am I going to raking, I guess. You can rake, finger comb, finger rake, or just rake the product through the hair. Get it up on the roots. Just like this. I still have some. Out. Cindy from work is jealous of anyone who has curly hair because her hair is straight and it doesn't do anything. It won't hold curl, it won't, or anything like that. She loves that. And she's so nice. I love Cindy. She's so good. I don't know. There's a crack in the, not a crack, but my curtains are slightly open, so if anyone walks by my window, they will see me. But only if they really concentrate and look. That's where Russ and I differ, because he thinks anybody is looking into our windows, constantly looking into our windows all the time to see what they can steal or something. At least that's what I'm assuming he's looking in for. I think they're looking in, if they look in at all, just to see what kind of stuff we got. Not to take it, just to be interested. Oh, what are you watching? Our friend up north, Jim, or he has a nickname, Lobster. So Jim up north, he has a huge 80-inch TV or whatever inch it is. Huge TV. And one of his the houses that he lived in before, the one he lives in now, the window was so big and it was right across from where he put his TV. And he didn't, when he first moved in, he didn't have any curtains. He was watching porn on the TV. He says he wasn't really watching it, but it just happened to be on. Yeah, sure. Okay. He's watching porn. I don't think he was doing anything, but he was just watching it or whatever. And people were getting lawn chairs out, sitting in the yard. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. Like, good for you and your sexual health and so on. Alright, I gotta clean my hands off. It's time to get dressed. Hey, so I just got out of the Quick Trip. I noticed something. Something has come to light in regards to men. Not boys, men, and how they react around women. And something I appreciate, okay? Men, when a woman is approaching their area or they need to cross or whatever, they will stop instead of like trying to shove their way past. Because I know everybody's got to get somewhere, right? But men, adult men, I've noticed, mature adult men will stop until that woman has passed their perimeter, I guess, and they give so much space, and I appreciate this for reasons. Number one, we don't know if the woman that you are crossing has trauma with men. Maybe they were raped at some point and they don't trust men, or maybe they are abused or something. Again, a reason not to trust men. Sorry, men, but you do have a bad reputation. Most men, not all men, obviously, but if you get defensive about someone saying men this, men that, maybe you're part of the problem. Look internally and figure that out yourself. It's not my job. Anywho, men. I've noticed men just stopping, it's polite, first of all, to give space to anybody, but mostly what I've noticed is men doing it for women. I would give room also. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take up all the space, and because I'm a woman, I can do this. No, I'm not like that. I'm just saying that there are a lot of men out there who think they're entitled to all of the space. So I appreciate the men who recognize that, who recognize the society we currently live in, unfortunately, that a woman needs to have more space, and not feel threatened, because that can feel very threatening. Somebody just like barreling towards you, or towards, even if they're just passing you. Thank you, men who do that. All right, and if you don't do that, and you would like to be a man, maybe start doing that. That's all I gotta say. I was trying to get my car to call Bailey and be like, hey, what's going on, etc., but it won't recognize Bailey because that's her name in the thing, but in my phone. But anyway, I gotta go back out because I gotta get cat food. Did I lock the door? No, I didn't. Hold on. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. I can't freaking find my keys now. I just got in the house, so obviously I have my keys. Oh, hold on some more. Oh, well, there they are. They were hanging on my key. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening in life. Anyways, I was supposed to work till 5. But I had been working till 4:30 for so long, I forgot. Again, this is actually the second time this has happened. And, anyways, so I texted Nicole, like, I did it again. like, it's okay. Just make it up tomorrow. I'm like, all right. Cool. I'm like, morning or evening? She's like, either's fine. Oh. Anywho, she has our back as like her employees. So I'm going to have her back too. So, and I say it that way because we had our meeting. We had our little meeting today. We have like once a week we're supposed to have one. We don't always have it, but anyways, we had our meeting this week, and as a manager, she wants to make sure she's doing all she can to support her team. That's what she says, and that's what she's trying to do. What can she do to improve, to support us? Support us, even as individuals. And she asked the question, and it was crickets. So I stepped in, because this is a common thing that she has asked, and nobody replies. So I stepped in, and I said, for my personal experience, what I have been given for tools or whatever to grow in the team, and what my boss has her name's Nicole, what Nicole has been doing for me, or helping me to get to the position I want. So after she signs off, because she's like mad, she's big mad, because nobody replies. Nobody said, what can she do to help you? And she doesn't, and crickets. Nobody says anything. And I can understand that's really frustrating, but I can understand it's very frustrating as a group setting not to have anybody, no, I don't want to say anything. But also, in the individual settings, people don't say anything. But then people end up quitting because they're like, well, she wasn't getting me anywhere. Or as a manager, she wasn't letting me sit with other teams or whatever. And here's the thing, customer service, we have to so on the phones, we have to have phone coverage. If phone coverage allows for me to be on processing and not take phone calls, or for someone else even to go sit with another team and see how they do things, phone coverage has to be there. If there's no phone coverage and business needs are not being met, we can't do those things. So as business needs arise, or our availability is there, then she's able to get you to do what you are asking. And I don't think people understand that, because there were so many people. Well, there was one person who was like, I don't feel this way, etc., etc. And I'm just like, okay, as personal experience, not been my way. And then I talked to a few other people on the team who also did not feel the same way as that one person. And I'm like, all right, well, okay, I can understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, if you don't say something, how is she supposed to know something needs to be rectified? You know what I mean? You don't know what you don't know. You have to say something. So and a lot of jobs, mine be prior to, are you turning here? No? Okay. Prior to working here, I did not feel I had a place that I was safe to say what I wanted. Not exactly, I mean, keep it professional, as a professional setting, but to say what I'm feeling, to vent even, I didn't feel like I had that opportunity. I didn't have that. What are you doing? Why are you standing in the middle of the road? Oh, I hate people sometimes. Anyways, yeah, I didn't feel like I had that support from my management to feel open enough to go to them and be like, hey, I feel this type of way about something, and not feel like I'm going to get fired if I say something. And I think that's kind of when you get into a managerial position, there is that, because they have firing capabilities. So it's like, it's a fear once someone gets becoming a manager, you are afraid to tell them things because they could fire you or have you fired. So there's that fear. But she's established, to me anyways, my boss has established to me, and I think a few other folks on the team, and she's trying to do it with everyone on the team, that she is a safe person to go to. We don't have to fear what I do outside of work, off the clock, does not affect my job. That's what she said. So if I'm off the clock, obviously don't bash the company. I can't bash the company. Honestly, the company I work for is great. Anyways, yeah. So that was like a whole big thing. We had our meeting today about that, and like 45 minutes almost of chatting about that. After Nicole gets off the meeting, she's like, okay, I'm just gonna let Tabby take it over. Tabby's our team lead, so we have a team lead, it's Tabby, and our boss or our manager is Nicole. Anyways, we're talking about that, and just, I'm like, you should not be afraid to talk to your managers or your boss. You shouldn't be afraid. You should have a professional relationship, yes, absolutely, but you should be able to have an open conversation, open dialogue about concerns you might have. Maybe you're trying to get to a specific position, and once you get to that position, maybe you don't know, and then where you want to go from that position. Like, I'm going to get to a senior position, hopefully the next couple of months or so. I don't know when they do reviews. March? Doesn't matter. Anyways, go person. Go. Yeah, so she helps me get to where I need to be. I got a bonus because of things that I volunteer to do or help out with and so on. And I got a bonus, and that's not just from her, that's from her and the boss's boss. So it went up 3 levels for me to get that bonus and to put my name out there. So for any job that you have, if you want to go places, you have to do a little bit extra and show some initiative. But the point being here is, if your boss doesn't know what you need, you have to tell them. You have to tell them. They're not mind readers, okay? If you need something from your boss, you need to tell them. I don't understand how that's hard. It shouldn't be hard. You should not be afraid to talk to your managers and your team leads and all of them. You shouldn't be afraid to. Anyways, I gotta get cat food. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so, hi kitty. You hungry? Yeah, you are hungry. I got you a different brand, so hopefully this will suffice. Hold on for just a moment. When Miss Purdy is hungry, she is all up. She's all up in your grill, like right now. She's just right here. She's very hungry. She's like, give you my food. So I'm just trying to set you up right here. Right here. Maybe. Okay, so I got this brand. She was eating Fancy Feast. What is this? Vibrant Life. It was like, I don't know, 20 cents cheaper. So we'll see if she likes it. Hopefully she does, because I got a week's worth of it. Do you see all this, kitty? I need you to move out of my way, because you're a bit in the way. Oh, she's eating it. Okay, cool. Go ahead and eat that. Go off. She was very hungry, but like she's a messy eater, so some of her food's on the floor. Doesn't seem as juicy as the Fancy Feast. Definitely is not. Put the little pate. Doesn't come out like the other one either. The other one doesn't come out. You kind of have to put a spoon in it to scoop it. There we go. Scoop a little bit, and it looks more like this. And there's no like juicy sauce on the top. But also her medicine here. I put that on her food as the sauce, I guess you could call it that. She's eating whatever's on the floor, which is great. Please continue to do that so I don't have to clean it up. We're just going to eat that. And then she'll have this pate ready. Okay. I have a bag here. I just purchased, I got 2 cans for each day. So 1 week, 2 cans. 1 can twice a day. But she only eats half at a time. So like she eats half in the morning, then half in the afternoon, then half in the early evening, then half whenever we're asleep. I'm not about to wake up 4 times or in the nighttime to feed her half a can. So I'm just gonna leave it out, and she seems fine with that. Right? Yes, look at you picking. Here's some more pate. Okay? There you go. Now she goes all over. She's enjoying the soft foods. Getting that done for her. I finally got replacement pants. A black pair and a dark blue jeans, jeggings thing. Yes, and what am I having for supper? Taco Bell. 'Cause I don't feel like cooking. So, that's it. I wanted to come in and say hello, and whatever I just did, fed the cat, gave her medicine, and that's it. Okay, bye. If you're online, and you're sitting, and you're like scrolling, whatever, and someone says, ask Siri or device to say something. Here is what I was told to say. Or I wasn't told. This is what I read. Okay, I'm gonna go sit over by the machine so you can hear it better. Alexa, how do you say a seal pushed me yesterday in French?
A seal pushed me yesterday in French is un phoque m'a poussé hier.
The French. Wow.
Getting French from
Alexa, stop. French, the language of love. Orphan Black, who I'm watching right now. I'm gonna finish watching this for the rest of the night. And then I go to bed, because that's what you gotta do when you have to work the next day. You need to put yourself to sleep. Yep. So, depending on if I wake up early, I will go to work early. So if I go to work early and start at 7:30 instead of 8, then I can be done at, still be done at 4:30 instead of be done at 5, which I think would be best for me. So, anyways, if I'm there, I don't have to go in. So I'm just thinking out loud. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later. Have yourself a good night. Toodles.
Hey, that's something everyone can enjoy.